All right, here we are again. Can you guess what we're going to try and do this time? We are going to do sorcery related. And this time, I kind of set up my rules this time. It doesn't necessarily have to all be built by me, like I did with these two. This one we can use pre-built stuff from Frontier. We can use the workshop. All that, right? All that stuff is for use. So my plan is to have a little in here. I want to have a little winged coaster. Why not winged coaster? I want to have a little shop in here. In fact, what I do want to do, real quick, I want to flip this so that it goes the other way because I want you to exit out, and then I want to have. In fact, let's add that now. A flat ride with one of them flying dealies like this, like a sorcery themed flyer that you would exit out of and come to. And that is huge. Maybe over here. Does that work? We'd be close. That gets too low almost. Ooh, and that's also the exit, and you're exiting right into that, which I definitely don't want. Let's go back. I mean, it definitely works over here. It's just a matter of how. Another option would be you exit and you're over here. But I don't want it to be that far. And obviously, I mean, you could exit right into the queue over here too. Like that's actually not a horrible way to do it. Let's flip this back. That's not what I want. I want a flat ride. I want a flying. Because the idea is you get off the ride. And it's kind of cool. Like you come right into the flying ride, and the flying ride is just like a 3D or like the virtual flight of this ride, which obviously I'd have to record and do all that. I don't know if I'm actually going to do all that, but I thought it would be like a cool thing to have for this. But I'd much rather have it be a focal point in here. Much rather have it be a focal point in here. Let's delete this. I can extend this out. That's not hard. Just redo the ride, let it come out, and we come out a little bit further, and then we redo this drop section. Like this isn't. Let's not overthink this now. Flat rides, flyer, this dude. I feel like this would actually be okay. Yeah, that actually works. Kind of like that. And then that's what I want. Is we are going to like the in and the out would be here. Right? Like that. Put our entrance here. We put our exit here. Let's turn all that stuff on, which it is. I don't want that. Let's turn our stuff on. Right, you have kind of no problem coming out down into here, and then the queue, right? So let's path this whole area. So we can put shops and stuff in here. I want this. I want that. That's going to be a long enough queue, but you can always add another line there. Right? And then back in here. So let's put, I do want to just find a quick sorcery facility. Contents. Sorcery. Of course, nothing. Hey, what the fuck? Oh, because I'm not in blueprints. Duh, dingbat. Right. So something very much like this can easily come right here on an angle. And that also leaves me room to put one of these. Ooh, that's way too big. One of these. Connecting. Let's fix that up. Right. So there is most certainly a spaces for everything. There you go. So you've got a little bit there. I'm actually gonna delete that a little bit further over than I want. Let's see what other sorcery things we have that we can put in here. Something like this. Let's say. Right. Unfortunately, they'll stick out the back, which is somewhat obnoxious. All that. That's not a problem. Okay. Let's come back down into here. I don't want fairy tale, I want sorcery. And I saw that one that I had in there, but I'm seeing what else there is. Right, very easily. Can get more in here. too far. Right. There's for the flying ride. And we can add more here in the middle, which we're going to do right now. But first, let's spadoop, spadoop, and spadoop. And let's spadank and get that off. Come back here. You know, I don't need that. We can put all this. It's fine. And then we want to use this to go here. Like that. That's all connected. Right, so the idea, you come up, you go around, then out here I was thinking like a little forest area, right? So just, right, like, so you enter into this little area. And there's a lot more that we have to do. In the middle. Hey, a Hogsmeade entry, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's a Thomas Riddle, Mary Riddle. I like that. That's cool. I forgot about all the Hogwarts stuff that I put in here. But we can use, you know, a lot of the pre-made. What's this? Rustic sorcery building. Is anything in it? No. Which is fine. But I do want. That will not work. I do want to have an entry. Which I could have sworn I did. There's got to be an archway entry someplace in here. I know there is. Because I was... There it is. That's it. So right here. Alright, so we'll build out there. Nope, that's a bad placement job, but that's okay. I'll go to there. And we'll build out the pathway here. Rotate. Let's rotate the building. What the heck do you mean too steep? Too steep my butthole. That's ridiculous. Alright. Too steep. What a silly game. Okay. We are gonna have to build the foundations. That's fine. Now we need something here in the middle. What that is, I can't tell you yet. Another flat right in here could be kind of cool. Actually, yeah, let's see what other sorcery flat rides I have. And sorcery teacups, which is too big. Sorcery resurgence. shelter. Nope, that's silly. Carousel, which is massive. Sorcery Gale Force, which would be kind of cool. It doesn't. Oh yeah, way too big. Way too big. That's a sorcery. Fortunately, I will need all this. And then we'll have to come back. Nope. And nope. There. Okay. All right. There you go. Now you got a nice little town area with 2 rides, which I really wasn't anticipating, but it works out kind of nicely. You've got some bathrooms, right? We've got space, in fact, back here somewhere, maybe even in here. Yeah, here. We're gonna put with this door a worker area. Let's edit this building. Let's go to facilities. Let's get rid of that. And we want a staff building, and then an actual over here. Come back into facilities, and we want a mechanic workshop. So we've got staff facilities, mechanic workshop, access to all the buildings back in here, right? Quote unquote. So you got a nice little town in the ride. Now I know we still haven't gone for a ride on the layout of the ride. So let's do that and see what it's all about. Alright, there we go. And there's all the things of the ride, 4,000. Not bad. It's a little, but that's okay. Alright. So we've got this nice big area. So what I want to do here to start is we're going to come back and paint that, and then I want to get some bushes in and stuff like that. Alright, more bush, more bush. There. I'm just trying to cover some things up, as it were. Right. Things like that. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Alright, just a little scene that you can see before you launch. Just a little scene, right? That's all it takes. Alright. Now, coaster station wise, woof. But let's see how unwoof we can make it. Let's see what we can do here. I forget what all these different pieces are called. What are all the different stones that are available? Keepstone, that's what I want. I want a keepstone. Okay, let's come back into here. Let's walls, keepstone. Oh, I still love it when everything does that. But I do want to. I want to turn off auto stacking's off. Okay, good. Okay, I want to put an actual floor in this thing. The only problem with that is everything is now slightly too high. That's gonna ruin all these entrances too. And it's too high. Come back here. Find this. No, we're gonna get rid of it. Here. Back here. Well, I do have the ability. That's not. No. Oh boy. have any, like, just real thin paper thin stone that I could use for floor, or even wood? Just real small planks, something. Not really. Oh, because it's still in stone. Duh. Alright, well, we'll just do it this way. Unfortunately, I don't want to spend too much time. Goes there. This goes here. Alright, well, that didn't work. Shoot. Which means that ain't gonna work up there either. Oh, come on. Come on! Ah, sometimes the building, it annoys me. Okay. We're just not gonna have a window here. Alright. Oh my lord. Hit delete and done delete. We're also not gonna be able to that guy there. Let's also select the alright. Get rid of you. Alright, let's go get these half pieces. duplicate that. Those will be fun. This is the neat one. Okay. I do need one over here. Bingo, bango, bongo. Just want to get them in, and then we can move them. You know what? We need to add to the ride picture. I want to do that before I forget. Sure. Oh, I gotta get this side now too. Oh, are you flipping kidding? Only slightly obnoxious. That one actually. Very close to being in proper place. That's where it's supposed to be. Okay. There we go. Woof. Wait. Oh, that's why that doesn't look right. Because it's not. That's not right. I mean, it is. But it isn't. There. And this has to get moved in. This thing has to get moved in. And over. Are you kidding? Okay. Almost there. We have to add that into there. And then we have to add this. Shoot. Here. All right. that you get when you build with not all the right blocks in all the right places, but it'll get the job done. Now, let's put a roof in this bad boy. What do we want to do? Dude, how many times do I have to click? That's not... Unless I were to do it like this. Like that, right? But that would be for like, if I were going to put windows or something in there, which I mean, we still could, right? Because you take this bad boy and you stick it in there like that. But I'm not totally sold. That's what I want. I'd almost rather have it go up one more half round. Like, we're gonna add like decorations and stuff on the outside too. If we did this, that's gonna flattened it out. Put a nice crest in there. That's a key tile. Yeah, see, actually, let's use this. Yeah, let's use the corner piece. Because I kind of want to build... Let's just see here. Let's do this. God, because I want something circular. See, like. You would have that. We could totally put just some flat tiles then. And then all the way around. We're gonna have floating candles and stuff in here anyways for lighting. This goes, it's not the right one. Right. I want to have, yeah, like one of these. Bad boys. That's too big. Too big. Almost right. But yeah, something like that. So, and then we're going to put, you know, power and draw. And I forget the whole. Could also move that. Not turning out very pretty, unfortunately. But we'll see. Let's see what happens after we dossy it up, add some vines and stuff. You know what? Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's get rid of these. Let's do it that way. Let's put these bad boys in here. I'm just trying to keep it with the similar look. See, so that's circle, circle. We could. Come, man, click. Oh, good Lord. Okay. We could. Freaking auto stack. Such a pain in the butt. Why is that not? Oh, what the hell happened here? No, we can turn on auto stacking. Right, and then the flip on. This looks horrible. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. I think we're gonna try a different approach and have it be more kind of open air with like simple roof, that kind of stuff. Kind of leaning more that route. Just, I don't know, it's big and bulky and blocky, and I don't like big, bulky, and blocky. I want it to have, you know, some feel to it. It doesn't. Right, it just doesn't. So, I don't know. We'll see. It could be as simple as you come down here. Right, we just use something like this on the points. Why are we not auto stacking? Okay, whatever. Doesn't have to be that high. That's right, you take those two. Do that again. We take like these two. Ooh, my hand's getting tired. Stick that there. Stick that there. This guy goes here. This goes here. And then we come back in. And we look at all the different roof types. It doesn't have to be a keep. And we don't need the sorcery pack. We can look at every type. Right? So we change that to like a gray. Of course, that doesn't really work there. Thatch won't work. I mean, if you wanted to, right, you do. Just a nice, simple, open air style. Come on. Right. So move these into better position. Then we come back up here. Edit. Why? Why? Why can't we align properly? You silly game. There are other things then that we can use to add. See, I don't like that because it's... Come on with the... Just want these two pieces. Don't want the ride. There. Now it's at least not like in the sign. Then we could add some fence around the edge to Dossie and clean it up a bit. You know, I'm gonna give it a think. This is where I'm gonna call it for now. Let me know what you all think, and until next time, I will see ya.